guys! Welcome back to my channel, and hello to my 60 some odd new subscribers! Here on my channel, I love to help people learn how to cosplay and how to improve their cosplays, and recently I've noticed that what seems to be a lot of newbies are checking out the content, so I thought, what better than to put out a video on my top tips for beginners in cosplay. I think that cosplay is for everyone, and that anybody who wants to cosplay should be able to have the information readily available for them. So let's get started by talking about mindset. I hear a lot from people who want to get into cosplay about how they'd love to start cosplaying, but they feel really intimidated by it. And yes, I get it. The endless hours crafting when you're not totally sure what you're doing, the pressure of putting on a strange outfit and going out in public, and the fear of potential weird looks from normal people. It's totally understandable why you'd be hesitant to jump into cosplay. But let me just say off the bat, the cosplay community has your back. We're all out here dressed like freaks. We all get the weird looks from strangers, and it's true, we don't all really know exactly what we're doing when it comes to crafting. First of all, when it comes to the fear of looking weird in public, that just really doesn't need to be a concern at all when it comes down to it. Most of the time, if you're cosplay, you're going to be at a convention and you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of other people who are in cosplay. If you do find yourself having to run to a store to pick something up, I mean, yeah, you will get a look here and there, but I mean, really, anytime that you dress differently in public, something that society is just not used to, you're going to get the looks. Having a certain amount of attention on you is just kind of something that you have to get used to with cosplay. And honestly, cosplay can help you build confidence to not care what other people think and just focus on you and what you enjoy. With that being said, if you're down to learn how to start making your own cosplays, I've got a whole slew of tips and information for you today. One of the most important things that you can do is to pick a cosplay that's appropriate for your skill level. I say this because I don't like to see people get frustrated and burnt out when they pick a cosplay that's way beyond their capability right out the gate. I absolutely believe that you should pick a character that you feel strongly connected to when you start out with cosplay. You want the crafting process to be fun and you want to have the motivation and drive to get it finished. So say you've got your cosplay picked out. You know that there are some sewing elements and there are some things that probably need to be made out of foam. But then say there's a part that you have absolutely no clue what you're supposed to make it out of or even how to start making it. Maybe you don't know what kind of paint or sealer to use. Maybe you just have no idea where to even start. And that's okay. Luckily, we live in an age of social media where we can easily connect with thousands of other people who are into our same hobby. Facebook groups are my #1 go-to when I'm struggling. My favorites are Kamui's Cosplay Community and Cosplay Help and Advice. Also, you can look up specific fandom cosplayer groups for what you're trying to cosplay from. With cosplay help groups, it's usually preferred that you have a specific question when you post. Questions like, what should I cosplay as, are generally frowned upon. And just cosplay a character that you love when it comes down to it. So what if you don't even know where to start? Start searching YouTube tutorials for your character. YouTube has seriously taught me a huge portion of what I know. You can find tutorials for sewing, foam work, painting, strapping armor together, drafting patterns. Just about everything is out there and available for you. You just have to find it. Sometimes you'll even be able to have an actual conversation with the YouTuber and then ask questions further from there. There's a lot of people out there who are willing to help and happy to answer questions. And yes, that does include me. The #1 reason why I have this YouTube channel is to help people get through those tough cosplay challenges. So if you ever have questions, you can feel free to leave a comment, message me on my Instagram, and I will do my best to help you through it. So this next tip goes hand in hand with the last, which is planning properly. I recently made a whole video about this topic, so look into my planning video if you're interested in doing that. It's a lot more than just sketching, it's also time blocking, looking at your materials and writing lists, so definitely give that a look if you're new. Now there's a high likelihood that you're gonna have to sew something if you're making a cosplay. It can be super daunting at first, especially if you don't even know how to thread a sewing machine. When it comes to making garments and working with fabric, my #1 recommendation for people is to go to a Goodwill and find pieces that you can alter instead of building an all-new piece. This can save you time, money and wasted fabric, And sometimes it just turns out a little bit better than when you attempt sewing for your first time. And even if you are looking to make a piece entirely from scratch, you should still totally go to a Goodwill. Honestly, store-bought patterns are not something that I would generally recommend to a newbie, and I'll explain why. So unless the piece is really simple, like a shawl or a pair of shorts, patterns can be pretty overwhelming for someone who doesn't even really understand sewing. A lot of them can be pretty convoluted, and I feel like you're better off just going to a Goodwill, getting a garment that is as similar as possible to the one that you want to make, and then deconstructing that garment with a seam ripper and building your patterns from there. Doing this not only skips past the complication of learning how to read a pattern, but it also helps you understand how garments are constructed. This would also be a great opportunity for some bonding time with that relative that you haven't hung around in years. Maybe your grandma or an aunt or someone in your family who might know how to sew, to teach you the simple basics, and that way you can learn how to hand stitch as well. Sewing is complicated and can be pretty hard to learn. It was honestly one of the biggest challenges that I've faced so far, but it's worth it in the end, especially if you have someone right there next to you to help guide you through it. Props. Okay, so props are one of my all-time favorite things to make. However, they do all vary pretty greatly in their designs, so it's hard to give specific advice for props. I will say that with whatever you choose to use for your cosplay prop, make sure that it's as lightweight as you can find, because you're probably going to be carrying this thing around all day long. For small props, dowels and craft foam sheets are going to be a really good option for you. And then for the larger props, I find myself using a lot of PVC pipe and of course various types of thicker foams. There's literally so many different kinds of foam. I actually was thinking about making a video about how to pick the type of foam that's right for your project. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And then my best advice for researching how to make your prop is going to be to not lock yourself into just searching for that specific prop that you're making. So for example, if you're trying to make a staff, you might also look into how people are making like spears and swords, because you may be able to translate some of that information over into your staff. And you also, as a beginner, you might not have enough time to actually finish a prop, which is totally fine when you're starting out. It's fine to have separate deadlines for things like that, especially if you're not competing. So don't feel bad about putting a prop off in order to prioritize having an actual full cosplay to wear. There's always going to be another convention and more time down the line to make that prop. Don't torture yourself. Now, one of the biggest challenges that I have faced as a cosplayer is footwear. Shoes were the bane of my existence for a very long time. And first of all, biggest tip, and please heed my advice, do not paint your shoes with acrylic paint. Acrylic will crack off very easily, and your hand-painted design is going to be ruined within like 30 minutes. I'm not joking. Instead, you should look into boot covers. It's often easiest to start with a basic flat and then build onto that something that you can either slip over the shoe or stitch onto the bottom of the shoe. With footwear, you need to be really mindful about how the foot bends when you step, so that you're not placing fragile things in those kind of joint areas. And then you can always scour thrift stores to try to get a pair of shoes that would be most appropriate or closely matching what you're looking for. You can then alter them or just wear them how it is. And you gotta kind of understand that cosplay shoes are not really meant to be the most comfortable, durable things in the world. It's great if you're able to find a good solid pair of boots for like 20 bucks and you don't have to do anything to them. But honestly, there's gonna be a lot of heels and a lot of hours of being in those heels. But you know, that's the price we pay for dressing up in fantasy outfits that really were never intended to exist in the real world. If you're not trying to compete yet or anything like that, or hell, you may not even want to compete, I don't know. But if you're just doing a casual cosplay, it's really fine to sacrifice some accuracy for comfortability. And I would say if I could recommend one thing, Please avoid just wearing your everyday tennis shoes with your cosplay. I mean, unless it really matches. But overall, if you just have specific shoes that are for your cosplay, it's going to make the whole look come together a lot better. A lot of nice cosplays can just be brought down so much by just wearing dirty, beaten up old sneakers with it. If you're looking for a good wig, I absolutely 100% recommend Arta Wigs or Epic Cosplay Wigs. Please try to avoid going on Amazon or eBay, just trying to find a wig that's affordable. It's really worth it if you just save up and maybe splurge a little bit on a decent quality wig from one of those two retailers. So with wigs, I have some really basic wig care tips for you here. For one, you should brush your wig before and after you wear it every time. Unless you have like some really solid hold styling in it that you can't really brush out. And even then, every once in a while, it's still good to restyle your wigs. And when you brush a wig, you want to start at the bottom and work your way up slowly and gently. Also, if you've sweat a fair amount in your cosplay that day, leave your wig out to air dry before putting it back into a bag or in your luggage, where it could potentially grow like mildew or bacteria in there, which can destroy your wig. I also recommend a wig head, so you don't have to worry about that just altogether, which you can get those at Joann, or you can also buy them where you get your wig. Now, styling is a whole other matter. I can recommend that you should use a full strength hairspray or the Got to Be Glued hair gel. Those should cover most of your needs. And if you're about to take scissors to your wig, I would really suggest that you look up a tutorial on how someone else is cutting and styling that wig and go off of that. It can be really spooky to be cutting your wig when you don't know what's going on, because it's a lot harder to put hair back onto a wig versus chopping it off, which is pretty permanent. So if you're wearing cosplay, I definitely think that you do need to have some makeup to pull the whole look together. And I'm not saying that you need makeup every day or that you won't look great without makeup. I mean, you look at it this way. When actors go on stage to play a character, like in theater or even in the movies, they have makeup on. Even the guys have makeup on. And it doesn't have to be a full face makeup, concealer, foundation, all that stuff. But I would say that it's pretty important to have eyeliner, some mascara, and probably something for your brows. The reason that you want makeup is because you want your features to pop. When people are going to be taking pictures of you in the hallway, posting them on social media, it'll really bring your eyes out more, you'll look more alive. Sometimes, if cosplayers don't wear makeup, they might look a little like dead or low energy without that. So it's just overall a good idea. And finally, while you may be working on your cosplay tireless hours on end, it's really important that you take care of yourself. Get enough sleep, drink water, not just caffeine, eat well, take care of your skin, go outside and get some fresh air. If I find myself getting frustrated, I will take a break and go for a walk to clear my mind. Take regular breaks and remember that this is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun, not some kind of career obligation. You should enjoy yourself, even if you do struggle sometimes. I think challenging yourself is great for your mind, your mental health, and your personal growth. But make sure that you're taking care of your physical needs as well. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top tips for cosplay beginners. I want you to know that I am more than happy to help you out if you have any questions on specific advice you need or information on how to make a piece. Did I miss anything? Feel free to leave a comment down below with any tips that you might have for beginners as well. If you're looking for more of my content in your life, or you want to keep up on my work in progress photos for my cosplays, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at SynergyCraft. And please be sure to subscribe for more cosplay content in the future!